When corrupt cops regret messing with a teen genius.
What's your badge number? Badge number. That says name.
3K12.
Okay.
Now what's your name?
I'm not making any statements.
You're the one driving up and down the street.
I try to be like, shut your little brat ass, get the fuck on the floor! Ah, fuck wrong with you, stop it! Don't disobey me, where are you going?
Are you on a motorcycle?
I was on my gas bicycle.
I'm not gonna lie, I tried it once. I used to watch like the auditors all the time. Terrible. Well, I had to go to court. Terrible decision.
Okay, that's a gas-powered vehicle. You have to have a driver's license.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Not when it's 50cc and you have a permit for it.
Damn.
You just witnessed how a 15-year-old dominated the police officers. However, that was just a tiny piece of a heated debate that lasted nearly 40 minutes, during which the young man emerged as the absolute victor by calmly shaming half the police station with his knowledge. On September 29th, 2019, the police received a report that a man named Michael Franchek had a dispute with his neighbor over his 15-year-old son Jack, who was riding a motorbike around the neighborhood.
Dude, and that's the problem. Like, kids can't be kids anymore. You know what I mean? Like, kids can't have fun. A bunch of old people are like, oh, kids gotta go out. They don't go out. Kids aren't kids anymore, or whatever. But when they are, you always have Karens worried about the kids. You know what I mean? Like, oh, a kid's screaming outside. It's a kid. Let them have fun. Or they're throwing a basketball. Like, ah!
The police immediately went to the location and, upon questioning the neighbor, found out that Michael allegedly had a weapon tucked in his belt. When they arrived at the front door of the Franchek family's house, this happened.
Can I help you?
Hello, are you, Michael?
Hi, can I help you with something?
Yeah, we're here about a... And
your name?
Officer Rodriguez.
First name?
Jim.
Jim, how are you, Jim?
Okay.
And your name? Please?
Sure.
Sorry? Badge number?
This one was that police officer. He's cooked.
What's that? Badge number, please?
Let's go ahead and talk about the incident that you had out here a few minutes ago.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Step down here for me.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no. Hey!
You've just witnessed the moment that changed the course of this police intervention. After this, Michael began to
Did
struggle
they go into his house?
with the officers who were trying to forcibly remove him from his house. During this, they used a taser before handcuffing and arresting him.
They're
From
gonna get
this
sued.
moment on, everything you see was filmed by his son Jack, who bravely defended his father.
This is unbelievable.
No, I know.
This is
They
unbelievable.
walked in the house without a search warrant.
This is unbelievable.
Okay.
It's all on film. Get my camera.
It's on my phone too.
It's on
now.
my phone. The whole thing is on film.
W, son.
The whole thing is on film. Jack, follow me and record.
This way.
Follow me and record. Okay.
Give us space.
Yo, don't put your hands on me, officer.
I'm not.
Give us space.
Okay.
No, Jack,
What's
give
your
us-
space? What's your space?
Jack, record the whole thing. Oh, you're recording.
Give us space.
Does this look like enough
I
space?
hate like grown men trying to step to a little kid, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
If the police receive a tip that someone might have a weapon, especially following a dispute or argument, they will investigate it to ensure public safety. Now, regarding the house entry, an individual has a Fourth Amendment right, or to be more precise, protection against unreasonable searches and seizures in their home. Generally, police can't enter a person's home without a warrant or consent. But there is something called exigent circumstances, which refer to situations that demand immediate action and thus may justify certain actions by law enforcement that would otherwise require a warrant.
I like this channel. They give me information, bro. I like this. Because if I ask chat, they're going to give me some complete wrong. And then I got to hear about it in the YouTube comments. I like this.
They are exceptions to the Fourth Amendment's warrant requirement under the U.S. Constitution. The validity of exigent circumstances in this case would depend on the specifics of the situation and could be challenged in court.
I didn't resist.
You could use the knowledge. You could use a father in your life, but we're not talking about it.
I know. I didn't do it. You know. See, he acknowledged that I didn't resist, Jack.
Yeah, I have it on video.
I didn't resist.
Well, we asked you to stop, right?
I didn't do anything against your instructions. This guy came into my house without a warrant, without any probable cause.
Let me just talk for a second.
I said, I don't know anything, and he tackled me in my house. He recorded the whole thing. This guy is out of control.
Okay.
What's your badge? What's your name?
Step back.
I'm not.
Look, he
I'm
just
on my
touched me.
property.
You can record all you want, but
Another
you're
one,
stepping back
another
right
one.
now.
This guy,
Back.
Hey, don't
Back.
touch me. Stop harassing me.
We're just trying to.
I'm videoing this. Please get out of my personal space.
No.
Yes.
You're not gonna
Get out
interfere
of my
with what we're
personal
doing.
space.
God damn, this kid got some meaty hands. Holy.
This is my property. Please
You're
get
not
out of
gonna
my
interfere with an arrest.
I'm chill. I've been chill.
You can record all you want, but you're not gonna get close to what they're
I'm
doing.
on my property. Move out of my personal space.
You better back up before he slap you with that club he got.
I'm gonna stand right
This
here.
is my personal square. Please move.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Please move. You're in my personal space.
What's your name?
Yeah, I do not need to give you that.
Yeah, you do.
For
No.
what reason?
Because you're
I
involved
know.
in this.
I'm involved with this, yes. But this guy threatened me and called the cops on you. And what's your badge number?
What's your name?
What's your badge number? Badge number. That says name.
3K12.
Okay.
Now, what's your name?
I'm not making any statements.
You don't got
Any
to.
statements?
Nope.
Okay, I have the right to identify you. You understand that, right?
Then you can search up my face and you can search up my record.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna sit tight for a minute. You're not
Okay.
going
Talk
anywhere.
to
I
him,
can go
little
in my house
man.
if I
No,
want.
you
Am I
can't.
detained?
You're detained.
For what reason? For what? That guy
going
threatening me? Why isn't that guy
Talk to him, little
in
man.
jail? That guy threatened to beat me and his ass. So why aren't you guys arresting him?
That's not the
Why aren't you
information I
attacking?
got.
Yeah. He can just lie.
We were trying.
It's clear that Jack has a relatively good understanding of the law and knows his rights well. Also, the way he behaves towards the police is excellent, because he achieves what he wants without giving them a reason to react negatively. Now let's take a look at the behavior of the police. It's evident that they are aware that the whole situation is a bit blown out of proportion
Damn, but their egos won't let them take it
and that
back.
they reacted inappropriately.
Damn.
The camera even caught one officer saying, "I know," when Michael stated he didn't resist. Officer Rodriguez, who led the arrest in chaos in the house, is visibly nervous, and at one point is even aggressive towards Jack. Let's remember, Jack is only 15 years old, and the only threats to the police at the moment are Jack's knowledge and his cell phone.
Step back. Do not step forward. What did I
Hey,
just
then
tell you?
please get out of my space.
I do not have
Okay,
to. You
then
cannot
I'm-
interfere with what we're doing.
I'm not interfering when I'm on my property.
Don't step towards the car.
I'm not. Then
you
move out of
did
my
step
way.
towards the car. I told
Okay.
you not to.
Jack noticed cops entering his house. Oh, get him. Record his ass.
Hey!
Stay back.
I'm going in my house.
Stay back.
I'm going in.
If you try and come past me, you're gonna go on the ground face first. Do you understand me?
Okay.
Yo, you're threatening a kid.
File a complaint against you. Go grab your camera. Yes. I'm allowing you to do that, but you cannot walk in my house. Okay. Bye.
Piece of
When interacting with minors, officers
Go
should
outta
exercise
here.
greater caution. Threats, especially ones that involve potential physical harm, like the one made by Officer Rodriguez, are problematic both legally.
You know what his problem is? He's bald. That's what it comes down to. There's like two types of bald men out here, you know? The really swole, strong bald men, you know what I mean? That are just sweethearts, they're so nice. Or the fat bald men that just be mad at everybody because they're fat and bald.
And ethically.
Indeed.
If Jack felt threatened, the officer could potentially face legal consequences. Any use of force by police, including a gentle push, must be justifiable. Police can't use force merely because someone is recording them or because they find it irritating. In the US, citizens generally have a First Amendment right to record police officers performing their official duties in public spaces,
Indeed.
as long as the recording does not interfere with the officer's duties or endanger anyone. And now, finally, the police question Jack about the misunderstanding and the alleged
I like
motor
this channel,
vehicle
bro. They
that
tell you
caused all
things.
this chaos.
I have 3 cops on me and I'm 15 years old. Because you guys intruded my house.
So you were the one driving up
He said, cause your attitude. Yo, get.
down the street on the motorcycle?
I was on my gas bicycle.
Okay, that's a gas-powered vehicle. You have to have a driver's license.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Not when it's 50cc and you have a permit for it.
But we tried
Got
to
him.
come here to ask a question and figure out what's going on because what we got told is a gun was involved in this incident. So we're gonna take this a little
No
more
gun,
serious.
no gun was involved. Not
Okay.
at all. I don't know why you have to.
We don't know that when we
We don't know that. That's
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I
So
understand
we're
that.
gonna come,
Yes, I
okay?
totally understand that,
Okay?
but you can't just tackle him.
But when he's told to stop, he has to stop. That's a lawful command by an officer.
We can get physical.
Okay?
But you can't just come in the house without a.
We have to control this situation.
Do you have a
Yes, we
search
can.
warrant?
We don't need a
We don't
search.
need
Yes,
one.
you do to
You
to
might
come
want to
in
go to
someone's
school and learn the law.
I
before
already
you wanna
know
try
the
it.
law.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Okay.
We're not gonna
No,
argue.
you don't.
Okay, please don't talk to me.
Okay.
So get out of my way. Okay,
This is my case.
it's your case.
This is my case.
I'll talk to you as much as I want.
Okay, well I'm not gonna respond to you.
You don't have to respond
Okay.
to me, but I can talk to you.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Oh my god. Dude, what a player. What a baller, bro.
Here Jack
what a
explains
gangster.
how the argument between the neighbor
Oh,
and
the
his
Aura
father
office kid
started.
is insane.
In short, Jack was riding around, which irritated the neighbor. The neighbor started threatening him, and that's when Jack's father got involved, telling the neighbor not to get in his face, or he would have to defend himself. That's basically it. There was no weapon involved.
We walked back inside, and yeah. And now you guys are here, coming in the house, and I don't know why he's detained. I don't know why he's getting arrested.
Well, I'm not gonna get into that and talk to you about that. It's,
Well, you can, because he's my dad, and it was on my property. But
Okay. Well, it's not your property; it's your dad's. But we're not gonna get into that, okay?
Insecure.
actually,
That's a-
technically, it is because I'm underneath his guardian. So
Okay. But we're not gonna get into that, okay?
Okay.
I'm just trying to find out where, what we're trying to get situated
Okay.
is what took place between you guys being
Okay, and I'm filing a what's caught on him because he touched me when I did nothing.
Okay. Do
I mean,
you want to have a
where's
actual
your dad
conversation?
Where's he going?
He's so mad right now.
To Summit County Jail.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to talk to you, but I'm not going to play the stupid games. Okay.
You kind of are.
Okay, we're done.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I have the case number right now?
Huh?
Can I have where?
We can give it to your dad.
No, right now. I need to hear.
Okay.
Tell you what, you can go in the house, you can do whatever, but we're done with you guys.
Okay.
You guys aren't being cooperative. We'll leave it at that.
It seems that, on the contrary, Officer Rodriguez is bothered by the fact that Jack talks a lot and knows a lot. As already mentioned, no weapon was involved in this entire situation. There wasn't even a physical altercation, so Mr. Michael was unjustifiably treated as some kind of threat. It's incredible how Jack is capable of silencing every officer around him. If you look closely at their body language and reactions, you'll see that Jack, with his knowledge and verbal skills, puts them in a very uncomfortable situation. Let's see what else Jack will find out from the officer when he's—
Dude, you're trying to like power trip on a kid that knows his rights and you can't do anything because he's a kid and he's recording you the whole time? Oh, I know that pisses him off, bro. There's no way it doesn't.
questioning him about the weapon.
You know, I don't know if there's an issue going on with neighbors and like with your dad and that guy. I don't know what's going on.
This is the first time we've ever seen him, met him, heard of him, looked at him, and the first thing I hear is him saying that bicycle is illegal. It's a 50cc and I have a permit for it, and I told him that, and he goes, well, move out of the way or I'm gonna beat your ass. So that's the first confrontation we had, and all of a sudden he's calling, or I don't know if it's exactly him. You don't have to tell me, but saying that there's a gun involved.
I'll tell you right now, it wasn't him.
Okay.
So,
Did he call? He called about something, probably, right?
About the bikes and stuff and whatnot, yeah.
Probably, yes.
So,
but it's legal.
But it was there was other people that were just kind of watching because they heard the commotion, and then they just seen it tucked in the back waistband as you guys were walking back to the house.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So if he has, if he has a concealed carry permit, or if anyone here, and they have a gun, isn't that legal? And you can open carry in the state of Utah, right?
It is.
Yes.
But there's a difference between tucking it in your waistband. That is not open carry. That is a form of open carry. Is seriously, this is open carry.
Yeah.
Like there is no obstruction. It's clear as day.
Yes, I
Okay?
understand.
So once you tuck a weapon in like your waistband or anything,
You have to have a concealed carry permit.
You have to have a concealed carry permit.
Yeah.
Now the average Joe that's standing out here, if they see,
They don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah, you can't.
And all they know is there was an argument.
Yep.
And there was a.
This cop is giving him respect right now. You know what I mean? Stutter? No, this cop, oh my God, he's fumbling. No, not at all. This cop is talking to him like, I guess he got over the little ego insecure. He's talking to him like an adult that knows his rights. So it's a smart kid. I mean, I applaud the police officer right now that's actually breaking it down to him and having a conversation about this, to be honest with you.
Confrontation.
Confrontation, possible weapon?
Well, yes.
Yeah, we need to find out what's going on.
I understand that. Yes,
Okay.
I totally understand that. Like, you don't know if there's a gun being pointed at someone, anything.
Correct.
You have to plan for the
Yep,
worst.
so we just have to look at it. And
So I
investigate.
understand that. Yes, but
So,
it's,
okay. So that's just where things
were you standing at the front door with?
I was standing on the sidewalk. So,
Who was with him at the front door?
well, eventually everybody was at the front door.
Well, when two people both knocked on the door.
So he was standing on the porch, and I was standing out on the sidewalk in front of your porch.
And can you tell me why he tackled him into the house? Why he tackled
No one
him
got
into the house?
tackled. He was told to stop.
I saw him
And
with
he
his
took-
arm behind his back and twisted all around,
Okay, but that's not
saying,
tackling.
"Come outside."
That's not tackling, okay?
And I heard that there
Yep.
was big smacks and stuff like that. So
So,
yeah, I know that's a
I'm not-
taser. But
I know, but what
I'm
gonna
still
say-
talking. Can you please not interrupt me?
He's mad. He's mad. The kid is kind of annoying, but like, dude, you gotta respect him, man.
So I heard all this stuff, and then all of a sudden you guys are in the house. Did he allow you guys to come in the house?
Okay. I'm not going to get into that with you.
Okay, because you know that you guys came in illegally.
If Mr. Franchek has a valid concealed firearm permit in Utah, he would be allowed to carry a firearm concealed, including in his waistband. Utah also does allow open carry of firearms if the firearm is 2 actions away from firing. For semi-automatic firearms, this typically means carrying without a round chambered. However, if the firearm is concealed, then the aforementioned CFP is necessary. If someone knowingly lied to the police about Mr. Franchek having a weapon, they could potentially face legal consequences.
Oh.
Let's look at the very end of the discussion and see what happened after all of this.
So what's your name?
You already figured it out. So
I figured it out.
you already got it from him.
Did we get his identification?
Yeah.
He didn't give it to us.
You
but I
have his
figured
last
it
name
out.
and you figured out my first name, so.
Okay.
So I'll screen this for
Yeah, we'll screen that
no
for failure
disclosure
to
of ID.
identify.
Okay. I literally said I don't make statements. You're like begging me for my
Okay, but
identification.
here's the thing.
Just
I'm-
so you know,
I'm not talking to you.
You're
I'm
required
talking
by
to you.
law.
Jack, let me explain something to you,
Okay,
Jack.
I'm not talking to you.
Jack, the reason we're here is because of you racing your motorcycle or your gas-powered bike or whatever.
That I have a permit for.
Okay.
So I don't know why you're here. And
I just told you
You're
why we're
here
here.
because he told me because someone called the cops saying that there was a gun involved. So you don't have to lie because I know that guy.
No. We found out there was a gun involved later.
Okay, so which one is it, bro? Pick a story. They're getting caught up right now,
No,
bro.
when someone called. He told me you guys came here for that. I have it on video.
It's a bike. There's bigger fish to catch. Dude, these cops would rather surround a little kid and, hey, let me get your ID. What's your name? What's your name? We need your ID. Like shut the up, dude. Move, bro. You know what I mean? You're a grown-ass man if you don't move.
I don't care. You guys can say whatever.
Have a nice day, all right?
Okay, you too.
Look, they're just walking off now. Their ego and pride is hurt.
Failure for identification? When my dad literally said his name was Jack Franchek? Okay.
Ultimately, Michael Franchek was arrested and charged with interfering with an arresting officer, failure to disclose his identity, and disorderly conduct. However, these charges were dropped soon
course
after
they
the
were.
arrest. Following this, Franchek filed a federal lawsuit against Park City, alleging that his and his son's civil rights were violated during the confrontation. Officer Rodriguez was found in violation of 5 acts of procedural misconduct.
Sir! Yes,
After a
sir!
detailed investigation, 3 Park City police officers were found guilty of a total of 9 violations by Internal Affairs.
Wow.
And for the very end, Sergeant Cameron Thor was fired from service.
We love to see that, bro.